don't underestimate the value of quiet retreat in a place of peace where many people have prayed.
Last year I found it a very sort of transformative and quite intense experience. There were some pivotal moments for my own faith, which led to me getting baptised and then confirmed this year. You know, that was amazing, that was wonderful.
It was great to see some returning people and sort of find out where their journeys and faith have led them over the last year, but then also new faces.
I've never done a Christian retreat before. I didn't even know that one existed, so...
And by today, you can just feel the love in the room. I'm still very much on my own journey. Yeah, it was kind of like on my mind of if something would speak to me. And and I wondered when might this occur? At what point in the weekend? And it happened straight away.
So I came here with my friend Sam, and he had told me some time ago that the way you convert people is you ooze goodness, and then people will think, who is this person? Where can I find more of these? Because I want these people in my life. And then you could say, well, you find them in church. You can just sense the goodness here in the people, and it's so clear that it's the right place to be. Even as someone who's not, I wouldn't call myself overtly Christian, but it's just, these are the people, it's very obvious, these are the people you want to be around. And so people probably should be Christian, and so I probably should be Christian.
If anyone is beginning their journey, I would say they really need to come here.
Yeah, it exceeded my expectations, and a lot of beautiful things and friendships had blossomed from this. And also, you know, I feel very, very blessed. So it's wonderful, Luke.
Just in discussion, you can feel that talking to people here, there's like a direction and a telos that's sort of emerging out. And that's been very, very cool to see and be a part of.
Every conversation you'll have here is meaningful and worthwhile.
First conversation I got into was just immediately deep and interesting. And that's been the entire weekend. My phone activity thing has been under an hour every day.
There's sort of a conversation you don't find anywhere. And a comfort as well. Like you come in and there's sort of these are my people feeling. So that's been good.
Because there's so much heavy symbolism and stuff in the language, and it makes, when you can wield that, it makes the conversations a lot more efficient and deep. So that's very useful.
An opportunity for deepening broadening of fellowship and a deepening of discipleship. Meet like-minded Christians and strike iron against iron.
I feel more called to action. I feel like there's a spirit of proper organization or like networking, right? Like a pulling together that I haven't seen really before. And I felt kind of alone in my pursuit earlier. So that's been really, really nice to have that.
It's such a lovely group of people. It's hard not to have a good time.
I was very, very impressed with the place itself. The room was, I took pictures, so clean cotton sheets, comfortable bed, beautiful gardens, quiet, close to the beach. I was a bit nervous because I knew it would be like a testosterone tsunami.
I'm conscious that sometimes there's, you know, a need for male space and male conversation and not to shoehorn. And then for those moments, there's such a lovely group of women there as well. And it's quite nice being a small group as well, because, you know, there's that immediate sort of bonding and solidarity. And I really feel like I've made some fantastic new female friends, which is something that I've been really looking for.
It was wonderful to be held in the company of such Bible-believing men who are respectful and caring and edifying, and to be with women. There is time for like a sisterhood, as well as to intermingle with the guys, and it was a wonderful community and fellowship. Yes.
And I felt such, I suppose the word is fellowship with men, and such a closeness to them.
how important it is to be in real life fellowship and coming together and worshipping the Lord. It was so powerful to be with 25 people singing in reverence to the Lord.
I actually enjoyed the singing in the beginning. That was probably the hardest part actually. To me the singing was quite odd, especially coming from an atheist background. That's been odd, but and then really seeing the value in that, doing the same songs, singing the same things.
Yeah.
Now towards the end, like I really do see it. Like,
Right.
oh, there's a real worship aspect to this,
Yeah.
and it is very valuable. And so that's been.
And I think the worship as well, it started strong, but it reached even greater heights, and you could just feel everybody letting go and not minding whether they hit the right notes.
Right.
I mean, there's some fantastic singers and musicians among us, but I also love to hear people who are slightly out of tune as well, like myself, because it doesn't matter. It's the passion. And
we've had the kind of worship that I really want to take home into the regular congregation and say, please, let's give this a go. This is lively, this is joyful, this is really restorative.
Really looking forward to next year, looking forward to seeing who comes again and who turns up for the first time and seeing God at work in people's lives.
It's become a focal point of the year, and if you're not part of it, you're missing out.
If you're thinking about coming here, just bite the bullet, do it, say yes, just throw your hat in the ring. There is no question about it. You will have a wonderful time.
Whether you're a man or a woman, a believer or not, you will feel held and supported and loved, and you'll have such a fun time. I mean, the games that we played was epic. I haven't laughed so hard in such a long time. So yeah, I'll definitely be coming back. So yeah, it's fun, it's wonderful, and you'll learn a lot about the Christian faith.
I would most definitely recommend this to absolutely anyone who's even tangentially interested in spirituality and God to come to this weekend, and you will leave feeling more strength too.
if you feel the nudge, follow it, You meet yourself and you meet other people and you find out who you are. Where do you get that? It won't be something you regret. I don't want it to end. I wish it was 2 weeks long.
Yeah. I would recommend this like crazy. This is fantastic.
There's nothing bad to say about the weekend.
I flew across the sea twice to come here. You have no excuse.